And there, grizzled gray as he was, he spurred his men, Idomeneus ramping amidst the Trojans, striking panic. He finished Othryoneus, a man who lived in Cabesus, one who had just come at the rousing word of war, and asked for Priam's loveliest daughter, Cassandra, with no bride price offered. But Othryoneus promised a mighty work of battle. He would rout the unwilling Argives out of Troy. And old King Priam bent his head in assent, promised the man his daughter. So on he fought, trusting his life to oaths taken, promises struck, till Idomeneus took his life with a glinting spear, struck him coming on with his high, swaggering strides. His breastplate could not save him, the bronze he always wore, and the shaft pierced his bowels. He fell with a crash as Idomeneus boasted, shouting over him, "Bravo, Othryoneus! Bravo to you beyond all men alive! If you can really keep your promise to Priam now, who promised his daughter a true blood-wedding day. Look, we'll make you a promise. We'll keep it too. We'll hand you Agamemnon's loveliest daughter, lead her here from Argos, marry her off to you if you'll just help us raise the walls of Troy. Just step this way, so we can come to terms by the deep-sea ships and strike our marriage pact. You'll find our price for brides not quite so killing." The hero seized his foot, dragging him through the rout, but Asius leapt down to defend his comrade just ahead of his chariot horses, still held close by a driver, the team snorting, panting over his shoulders. Asius strained in fury to spear Idomeneus, but the Cretan took him first. A spearhead punched his gullet under the chin, and the bronze point went ripping through his nape, and down the Trojan fell as an oak or white poplar falls, or towering pine that shipwrights up on a mountain hew down with whetted axes for sturdy ship timber. So he stretched in front of his team and chariot, sprawled and roaring, clawing the bloody dust, his driver out of his mind, what mind he had, lost all nerve to wheel his horses round and give the slip to his enemy's deadly hands. And staunch Antilochus speared him through the midriff. His breastplate could not save him, the bronze he always wore, and the lance impaled his guts. He gasped, convulsed, and out of his well-made car the Trojan pitched. And as for his team, proud Nestor's son Antilochus drove them out of the Trojans into Argive lines. But raging in tears for Asius came Deiphobus, charging against Idomeneus, heaving a flashing spear. But Idomeneus saw it coming, dodged the bronze point by crouching under his buckler's full round cover. He always carried it, layered with hide and ringed with gleaming bronze, fitted with double cross-stays. Under it low he hunched, and the brazen spear flew past with a grating screech as the shaft grazed the shield. But Deiphobus's strong, swift hurl was not for nothing. No, he caught Hypsenor, Hippasus's son, the captain, struck him under the midriff, slit his liver. In that instant the man's knees went limp. Deiphobus shouted, vaunting in wild glory, "Asius dies, but not without revenge. Down to the god of death he goes, I tell you, down to the mighty gates, but thrilled at heart. Look at the escort I have sent him for the journey." The more he gloried, the more grief swept the Argives. Brave Antilochus most, his battle passion rising. Stunned with pain, but he would not fail Hypsenor. He ran to straddle and hide him with his shield, as a brace of comrades shouldered up the fighter. Echius' son, Mecisteus, helping good Alastor, bore him back to the hollow warships, groaning hard.